Good evening. This week, we could see final approval of the Texas Election Integrity Bill. Its supporters, which includes Amarillo's voice in the state Senate, say the changes are needed to maintain public faith in the system.
The opponents believe it's designed to make voting harder, especially for minorities. ABC 7's David Furtado brings us both sides.
The Texas legislature has been wrestling with what's being labeled election integrity this session, one of the lieutenant governor's priority items. But it's a bill with a simple goal, according to District 31 Senator Kel Seliger.
What we're trying to do is make voting easier and make cheating harder. Now, was this a perfect effort? Probably not.
And the bill features a long list of imperfections, according to Anthony Gutierrez with Common Cause Texas, a nonpartisan group focused on democracy reform issues.
They dramatically change how people would vote.
According to Gutierrez, the bill will end 24-hour and drive-through voting, could shorten early voting hours, and empower partisan poll watchers,
allowing them to do things like videotape a voter if they're receiving assistance. And there are no kind of restrictions on what they can do with that video. Like, they're supposed to only send it to the Secretary of State. But if instead they just tweet it out and say, hey, I'm seeing voter fraud, we should all find out who this person is, no penalties for doing that.
And by state law, help at a polling place is for the disabled or those needing language assistance. The bill also has restrictions on mail-in and drop-box voting, according to Seliger.
The point is to make it easier to vote, harder to cheat, and we're not done yet.
Could you kind of explain to me how the bill plans to do that? Make it easier and make it harder to cheat?
Just to make sure that the votes, every way we can to ascertain that every vote is cast legally.
So is it like a questionnaire, like you are who you say you are? Is it like bringing an ID, or is that kind of still kind of in discussion?
That's a question for the county clerks.
The bill, says Gutierrez, will also make it illegal for an election officer to deny an authorized poll watcher or remove them for any reason other than one related to the conduct of an election.
Those poll watchers would now have to commit an actual crime that is documented twice before a presiding judge could kick them out of the poll site.
Gutierrez adds there was some compromise on the bill late last week, and there are some good provisions in it, but
we really have no confidence that those things are going to stay in the bill after the conference committee, and we also are just kind of skeptical that even if they're in the bill, that they will be implemented because of the lack of funding.
Gutierrez says the bill has yet to go to conference committee, but what version of it heads back out for a vote is up to those committee members. For ABC 7 News, I'm David Furtado.
Now, Senator Seliger says a very small number of illegal ballots have been found. The Attorney General is prosecuting only 16 examples of voting fraud, but the senator adds there is no evidence that illegal voting changed results of any election in Texas.